Hi guys, it's Alissa. Welcome. This is going to be a Sculpt and Tone class. We don't really need a lot of equipment today. What you will need is a set of light weights, or if you have some canned goods at home, depending up to you, about a 2-3 pound max, nothing crazy. We also, if you have it, these circle resistance bands, you will need that. If not, not a big deal. We're just like one little section that we're going to be using this. If you have it, great, use it to add more resistance. If not, don't worry about it. You're still going to feel the burn. So let's go ahead and get started. I prefer to do this class in like grip socks, especially on a hardwood floor. If you're on carpet, regular socks will do fine. Try not to keep your tennis shoes on. Keep something a little bit so you can feel a little bit more grounded and lengthening behind those knees, you guys. So we're going to start nice wide second position. Arms up, breathe in. Exhale it out. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale it out. 2 more just like that. Inhale up. Exhale it out. 1 more. Inhale, arms up. We're starting with jumping jacks. 7, 8, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Step, touch, arms overhead. Step, touch, step. Just getting that heart rate up. We just want to get those muscles warm. Here we go. Step, touch, arms cross your body. You have step, touch, touch. Really twisting at that waist. Bending through those knees into those legs. Arms up overhead. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Back to cross your body and step. Touch. Again, really driving through those heels, warming up those muscles, getting blood to them, that circulation. That way, our muscles will be warm and ready to get going. Last time, arms cross your body, step. Touch, step, touch, step, touch. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Overhead, step, touch, touch. Good. 4 more here. We're going to go back to jumping jacks for 8 more counts. Here we go. And step. 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7. Big breath, arms up. Inhale. Exhale it out. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale it out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Good, you guys. Go ahead and stand with those feet hip width apart. Roll it all the way down. I want you to walk your hands out to that plank position. We're going to warm up that core. Hold it here. Make sure those shoulders are directly over those elbows. Shoulders over your elbows, over your wrists. Engaging through that core. Lengthening behind those knees, pressing through those heels. Good, and you bring those hips up to a downward dog. Hold it here. You can pedal out those feet if you would like. If it feels good, open up those calves. Good. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back into your plank position and hold it here. Good. Again, you guys, we're still in the warm-up process. We're just getting, again, like I said, the circulation, the blood flowing through those muscles, getting them ready to work. Back into your downward dog. Good. I want you to extend that front leg. Bring it onto the outside of that left hand. Really opening up those hip flexors, really letting the hips sink into the floor. Good. Stretch that back, left leg back up into your downward dog. Release. Right leg comes up, stepping on the outside of that right hand. Again, letting the hips sink, using your breath here, trying not to hold any tension. We're just trying to get those muscles warm and loose. Good. Bring it back up. Back into your downward dog. Again, do one more nice big pedal of the feet, warming up those ankles, those calves. Bringing that chest, pushing through those arms as those sits bones, hips reach straight up to the ceiling. Good. Bring it back into that plank. Hold it here. Good. Keep breathing. Make sure that navel is going directly to your spine. Nice full body warm up here. Good. Back to your downward dog. Let's walk those hands and those feet towards each other. Keep a soft bend in those knees. Just shake it out. Shake out the shoulders. Shake out the head, yes. Shake out the head, no. One more big inhale. Exhale as I bend those knees. Roll it all the way up. Really nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. One big shoulder roll up here when we get up to the top. And exhale it out. Go ahead and grab those weights. If you have them, again, you can use if you have some cans of soup, some bottled water, nothing too heavy, just make sure you're able to grip it. We're gonna be starting out, palms are going to be down. We're gonna be stepping out to the left. This right foot is going to be stepping back behind as that right arm pushes through forward to the front, and then I'm going to press up, tap it out to the side as the right arm extends out to the side. So nice and slow here. Nice big squat all the way down and opening it out. 2 more at this tempo, all the way down. Make sure you're stepping really far back out so you're able to get those hips even. Last one at this tempo, all the way down and bring it out. Good, we're going to tempo 6, 7. You have punch and tap and punch and tap and punch. Good, the opposite arm is just staying really nice and strong. Make sure those shoulders are staying away from those ears. That back foot, heel is staying lifted the entire time. Good, you guys, just hold it. 4 and 3. Last 2, we're gonna stay down here. Punch that arm forward and back, back, punch. Back and 2. Squeezing that shoulder blade back, palms are down, you're still breathing. Shoulders are away from those ears, nice, tight, core. 4 more, you have 4 and 3. Pulse in those legs, hold it out and down, and 2. Good, drive through that front heel. Again, make sure that back heel is lifted the entire time. Keep breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 4. We're going nice and slow to the opposite side. So we step open, tap. Left foot is going to be tapped out to the side. I'm gonna step back with that left foot as that left arm comes forward. And then step out to the side. And then nice and slow down, getting low, almost about 2 inches from that knee tapping onto the floor. Nice and slow, 2 more at this tempo. Keep breathing. Last one out. Good, we're going to tempo and out and down and out and squat. Good, drive through that front heel as you press to extend behind that knee as you stand up. Good, keep breathing. 4 more, 4 and 3 and 2. Down 1, punch it and back and 2 and 3. Good, keep breathing. Make sure that core is really nice and tight, you guys. Brace it out for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. 4 more, 4, 3. Pulse it down for 16 and 16, 15, 14. Good, squeeze those inner thighs towards each other. Keep breathing, you guys, you got it. 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more, we're gonna alternate to the left, to the right. Here we go, you have open and lunge. Opposite side. Those shoulders should be burning right about now. Just let them burn. We're almost done. Out and cross and out and cross. Keep breathing tight. Make sure you're still lifting through the crown of your head as well. Trying not to contract over in that upper body. Keep it nice and lifted out and tap. 4 more, you guys, we're done. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good job, you guys. Shake it out, roll out those shoulders. Don't leave those weights quite yet. We're not done. Big breath. Exhale it out. Awesome job, you guys. Now we're gonna start stepping out to the left. We're gonna be adding side lunges to the side, keeping the weight in those heels with the chest staying lifted. We're also gonna be adding triceps. Palms are facing towards each other. As I open up, I'm going to extend those triceps back. And then I'm gonna bring it into tap. Okay, so I'm opening up wide, making sure those knees are both stay facing the front. So I'm really opening up those inner thighs, squeezing those triceps up at the top, and tap it on it. Here we go, and lunge, and tap, and lunge, and tap. Good, you guys, lunge, and tap. If you want to add a little extra core, a little extra stability, you can bring that knee up if you want it. Depending on what you're feeling today. If not, just tap it in and lift. If not, bring it up. Yeah, make sure you're squeezing those triceps up at the very top. Keep going for 4 and 3. 2 more, hold it here. You're going to tricep lift, tap. And as you lift that right toe up off the floor, really nice long neck, nice long upper body. I'm pulsing, squeezing those triceps to the very, very top, you guys. Keep the weight in that supporting heel. making sure that that knee does not go over those toes. Keep pulsing. 4, 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. 4 more. 4, and 3. We're going back to the center. You have tap and lunge. Keep breathing and lunge. Good, you guys. Now again, make sure you check in with your breath. You never want to hold your breath ever. Those muscles need oxygen, right? So keep breathing. Big inhales, exhales. Also try not to hold any tension. Just let it flow. Keep going. Again, if you want, add that knee up if you can handle it. Also adds a little stability in that supporting leg and then a little extra core work. If not, just keep it here for 3 more. 3, 2 more. Let's lunge it out, pulse it up, and 2, and 3, and 4. Good job, you guys. Stay with me. We're almost done. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. Go ahead and face aside, or I'm gonna face aside so you can see. We're gonna be finding those feet are gonna be hip width apart. Bending of those knees, I'm gonna be hinging at my waist, meaning my hips will go back behind my knees, and think about my tailbone almost swing down and up just a little bit. So there's a nice long line from top of my head to my tailbone. From here, my core is really nice and engaged, navel to spine at all times. Palms are gonna be facing up. Arms are gonna be past my hips, so they're not resting, hanging out on my booty. They're up and lifted. We're just gonna twist and rotate up. Think about flipping those palms up and down, rotating in those triceps, rotating in those shoulders. Good. So if they're here by your hips, you're not gonna feel it as much. So find that challenge point and twist from there. Nice long lines in those elbows. Keep breathing. Woo! Already out of breath, you guys. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good job, you guys. Next section. Step that right leg back. Both arms are up. Palms are facing each other. Nice long line, fingertips to toes. I'm gonna step really far back into where I can get this lunge. Step back into my lunge, and my right arm is going to pull down. I'm gonna look to that hand, and then step back it up. And lunge, and up, and lunge. Keep going. Good, you guys. Now again, make sure that you step back far enough to where that front knee is directly over that ankle. And then drive through that heel as you step to tap that back foot forward. Check your balance, like me. Keep going and tap. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. I just want you to hold it here, lift and tap. Lift and lift. Good. Keep that core nice and tight. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze that glute up. Lengthen behind those knees. 2, and 3, and 4. 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. Roll it out. Opposite side. So we're going back to that lunge. So we're actually going to be stepping open with that right. Again, palms are facing each other. We're going to be stepping over to the right, opening up that left inner thigh, and then bringing back to tap. And opening up nice and slow. Let's find our form, find that technique as we step open into that lunge. Again, weight in those heels. Make sure it's back. Keep that chest lifted as much as you can with that nice tight core. Here we go to tempo and open and tap and lunge. Good. Squeezing those triceps at the very top. Try to keep those elbows really into your side so it's not swinging out here. I always think about them grazing my rib cage as I go back and as they come back up to neutral. Again, depending where you're at, add that little extra challenge with that knee lifted. If you want to challenge your core, you want to challenge that stability on that supporting leg, go for it. If not, just tap it. And lunge, and tap, and lunge. 2 more here. 2, hold it here. Pulse and lift, lift, and 2. Good, find your balance. Make sure your weight is fully up over that supporting leg. Tap, good. Palms are facing each other. Squeezing those triceps up at the top. 4 more, 4, 3, going back to lunge it out. You have tap, and lunge, and tap, and lunge. Good job, you guys. Keep it up, and lunge, and tap. Again, add that knee lift if you want it. Push yourself. Even if you try 2 of them, go for it. If you ain't got 1, it's better than none, right? So challenge yourself. Keep that core lifted. Keep it engaged. So those ribs together. Good. 2 more here, you guys. You have 1. Let's pulse it out and up and out and lift and tap. Good. Lengthening behind that left knee, you guys. So you're trying not to keep that knee bent. It's straight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. Let's face the other way. We're going back to those tricep rotators. So again, feet hip width apart. Find that hinge. Really nice. Even with this, make sure you're not letting your arching in that lower back. Make sure it stays really nice and tight. Palms are facing up. Back up over your hips and twist and rotate and twist. Good, you guys. So again, keep those shoulders away from your ears. You're trying to go to your maximum capacity. Yeah, so trying to rotate as much as you can. We're all made differently. We all have different flexibility and the way our bones are made. So do what your body is able to do and twist. Keep going. 8 more. You have 8, 7, 6, 4 more, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. Stepping that left leg back. Arms are up. Again, palms are facing towards each other. Soft little bend in that supporting leg just to keep us balanced. I'm gonna step back into that lunge. I'm gonna draw that left elbow into my side, twisting up my obliques, and back to tap. 1 more here at this little tempo. Find that form. And then stretch it up, tempo, here we go, and lunge, and tap, and lunge, and tap. Good, you guys. So we're engaging those obliques just a little bit without compromising our form and technique. Shoulders away from ears, stepping far back into that lunge, and then pushing to find your balance on that supporting leg. Keep going. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it here. Lift, lift, and lift. Good. Now lengthening behind that left knee. 2, and 3. 8 more. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it out, you guys. Big breath, big shoulder roll. Drop those weights. You are done with that. Mic check, mic check. So next thing we're gonna be doing, if you have that resistance band, now would be the time to grab it. We are going to make our way onto our sides. So if you have that resistance band, you're going to be placing it along the meaty part of your thighs, right in the middle. Make sure, very important, to not make sure it gets too close to your knees. So make sure there's several inches. Again, find that really meaty part, put it right there in the middle. So we're gonna be finding our way onto our side. We're on our left elbow, making sure that that shoulder is directly over that elbow. Make sure as well that that right hip is stacked on top of your left hip. So you're not rolling back or rolling forward. Also on this side, I'm staying lifted in my side body, the one closest to the floor. Both knees are going to be bent. For extra support, you can keep the hand in front of you. If not, with a little bit more challenge, hand can stay on your hip. My toes are gonna be touching. I'm gonna be opening up that top leg to open clam and close. So you have open and close and open. I got sweat in my eye. Awesome. Sweating with you guys, promise. I'm here with you, my legs. Out of breath, exhausted, but it's good for our heart. It's good for our mind. Just keep pushing through. Open, open, and close. So again, making sure that those toes stay connected the entire time. That bottom knee is staying on the floor. And again, even though I'm opening up in my hips, they're not rolling back. So making sure that that is happening. Always check in with your form and your technique, especially when you start getting really fatigued. Again, if you want a little bit more support, hand in front or hand on the top of your hip. 2 more. We're gonna keep it open. Pulse it open here and pulse. And 2. So tiny little pulses, like out an inch and an inch. Really squeezing from those glutes. Again, everybody's hips are made different. It may not even open that wide. That is totally okay, right? As long as you feel it in that glute, you're gonna be right on point. Keep going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 4, and 3, and 2. From here, we're going to add a little hip lift as we also open that clam. So you're gonna push up, off, open, and then those hips come and tap. So we're adding a little extra oblique with it as well. Nice, slow, and controlled here, you guys. Okay, so again, lifting in that left oblique to push those hips up and opening up from that top hip. Nice tight core. Remember, don't forget to breathe. Even in motions like this, when it's not very cardio challenging, you really want to think about keeping circulation, keeping that airflow to your muscles. Keep going, you guys. 4 more. 4, and down, and 3, and down. 2 more. 2. Keep it up. Let's pulse it open and pulse. Again, if this is too much, you can drop it back to those hips on the floor. Challenge yourself though. Keep those obliques. You should also feel it in that bottom hip as well here, or sorry, that bottom glute. For 8 more. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Relax, you guys. Take a second. Give it a little love tap. Tell them it's gonna be okay. Excuse me. Got sweat in my eyes. Can't really see. We're gonna do another round of that starting from the beginning. Just open the clam up top and open and close. We only have one more round of this, you guys. So this one's gonna be really fatigued on those glutes. So again, that resistance band is gonna add a lot of extra work. If you wanna drop it for this one, or if you wanna add it for this one, go for it. Challenge yourself. Open and close, and open and close. Keep breathing, you guys. Again, making sure, checking in with your core, that even though we're on our elbow, we're not just like hanging out here, right? So everything's nice and engaged, everything's pulled up, the whole body is working. 4, and 3, and 2. Let's pulse it open for 16. You have 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Count down with me. You have 8, 7. Let it burn. For 5, for 4, for 3. Let's lift those hips up and a lift and down and lift and down and lift and down. Good, you guys. Keep going and lift and down and lift and down. Beautiful work. We're almost out of here. 4 more here. 4 and 3. Then we have 16 pulses up, you guys. Then we're done out of this side. Here we go. You have 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Awesome job. Relax, you guys. If you want, you can keep the band on you. We're going to go into some tricep push-ups. If not, you can get rid of them. It's not going to really affect our upper body. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to find that modified plank to where those knees are going to be on the floor. You can cross at your ankles. You can keep them up. Whatever feels most comfortable for you to find this alignment. Those shoulders are going to be staying over those wrists. That core is gonna stay tight. We're gonna go down for 3, explode for 1. So nice controlled tricep push-ups here. You have 5, 6, 7, you have 3, 2, 1, push up. Again, and 3, 2, 1. Push up, keep going. Make sure that those elbows stay by my side. For 3, 3, 2, 1, and push. Keep those core tight, keep that booty tight, and push. And 3, and 2, and 1. Push up. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Push up. Last one. 3. We're going to go halfway. Tiny little pulses. And pulse. And 2, and 3. Good. Drive through those wrists. Shoulders away from those ears. 8 more. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Bring it for a quick second to that child's pose. Relax, you guys. Don't forget, at any point you can take the breaks when you need them. Totally up to you. Grab your water. Take a second if you need. Take a big inhale, exhale, but then get right back into it as quickly as possible. Awesome job, you guys. Let's bring it around to the other side. So now we're on our right elbow. Again, always before we get into any of our movements, I always want you just to like really check in with your form and your technique, right? So always checking your alignment, shoulder over that elbow, nice 90 degree. Both hips are stacked nicely on top of each other from rolling over. Knees are bent in that 90 degree angle. We're going to, again, open up that left leg that's on top into that clam position. You have open and close and open and close. Good job, you guys. So again, this side may already be a little bit harder to begin because it was working the first time, right? So that's totally normal. It's okay if you're feeling that. If this feels really, really difficult, that's how it goes, right? Keep going and open. Making sure that those toes stay attached the whole time. So we're really just working that external rotation, using the glute to lift open that leg, right? Trying not to pull at the knee, trying to really isolate those glutes to work. Keep going for 4 and 3. 2 more, 2. Pulse it, open for 16. You have 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 more, you have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. We're going directly into those hips lifts as we open the clam. We have a lift and down and lift and down. Good again. So again, if this is too much, you can just do regular open the clam. This is just going to add a little extra oblique in that side body. Keep going. Keep breathing. Tight core. Try to keep the tension away from your neck, from your shoulders. And I say that because I always have to remind myself as well, you guys. 4 and 3. 2 more. Let's pulse it up for 16. You have 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Last 8, 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more. 4 and 3. And 2, back to singles. You have a lift and down. This is the last round, you guys. Again, check in. The more tired we get in that upper body, this kind of tends to happen. So again, even though it's not quote unquote working, it's still engaged. It still has movement to it. It is still working just as hard as that lower body. 4 more, you have 4 and 3 and 2. Let's pulse it open for 16. You have 16. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 8, 7. I know it sounds like I skipped 9, but I didn't. Let's lift. You have a lift and down and lift and down. Good job, you guys. We're almost done. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Let's pulse it open for 16, y'all. You have 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. You have 8, 7, 6, 5. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Awesome job, you guys. We have to do those tricep push-ups on this side. Even it a little bit. Here we go. Again, find that nice plank position. And again, making sure whenever you're doing these tricep push-ups, you guys, that you try to bring your glutes and your hips down with you. So we're trying not to do here. We're trying to bring the entire upper body up, making sure that those elbows stay really nice and close to our sides. Down for 3, up for 1. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. You have 1, 2, 3. Explode up. And 1, 2, 3. Explode up. Keep going. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze everything. Squeeze those glutes, those inner thighs, and that core. Keep going for 1, 2, 3. Pulse up. And 1, 2, 3. 2 more, y'all. You have 1, 2, 3. Last one. Then we go tiny pulses for 16. You have 16, 15, 14. Keep digging through those wrists, you guys. Tight core for the last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Bring those to that pose position. Excuse me. Continue going. Just checking my mic. Hold it here, big breath in. Big breath out, you guys. Awesome job. We're going into our last little sequence before some abs. We're gonna find that tabletop, oh, excuse me. Go ahead and take off that band. We no longer need that if you have it on. Throw it away, get rid of it, say sayonara. No more of you. So we're gonna find that tabletop position on all fours. Again, finding those nice 90-degree angles. So knees are going to be hip width apart, and as their hips are directly over those knees, and then shoulders are directly over those elbows. From here, we're gonna find, especially in this position for this next sequence, you guys, what the tendency to happen is to like release in that core and that lower back. I really want you this entire time to constantly think about navel to spine, finding that nice tabletop position the entire time. So we're going to extend that left leg out as we extend that right arm out. So opposite arm, opposite leg. We're going to bring it in and crunch as that elbow meets that knee, and then extend it back out. Here we go. Bring it in, extend, and in. Using those obliques, using those lower core muscles. The entire core is engaged here, you guys. Crunch it and extend, and in. Extend. Keep pushing through that left hand, making sure that those hips aren't rocking and a-rolling, yeah? And out, and in, and out. 2 more. Hold it here for 8. Just check your balance. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that hand down, lift and tap that lower leg. That left leg. Lift and tap, and lift and tap. Good, you guys. So again, from here, your leg can only go as high without letting the arch happen, right? So you're really squeezing that glute, extending it, lengthening behind that knee for 4, and 3, and 2. Let's pulse it up for 16. You have 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that arm out. Let's go back into those crunches. In and out, and in and out. Keep going in and out, and in and out. Keep going as you're contracting in. Really think about exhaling through that core, so it really contracts every single ab muscle that you have. Keep going in and out, and in and out. 4 more. 4 and 2 more. Last one. Balance for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that right hand and tap and lift and tap and lift and tap. Remember, navel to spine, you guys. Think about that tailbone reaching out past those toes, shoulders away from ears, and don't forget to breathe. Pulse it up for 16, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, you guys. Find that child's pose for a quick second. Good, you guys. So those opposite limbs that weren't actually doing the work should be a little sore from finding that stability. So if you're feeling a lot of pressure in your shoulder and in your opposite hip, again, totally okay. That means they're working really hard. So let's make our way onto the floor, and then for a little bit of ab work, and then we'll do the other side. We're on our backs. We're going to do what I like to call your pretzel crunches. So you're going to extend, you're going to cross at your knees. Your left is going to be on top of your right. You're also going to cross to where your left is going to be in front of your right of your arms. The whole goal here is to try to get those elbows lifted as high as you can, but also keeping contact with your arms to your forehead at all time. So we're going to crunch. The lower body's going to roll up to crunch, and then bringing it back down. So the upper body's coming up, the lower body's coming up. Again, you're trying not just to move your arms this way. The whole entire thing crunches up towards each other, and crunch, and in, and crunch. Good. So again, trying to keep that contact with that forehead to any part, to be the wrist, the forearms of those hands. And so that really keeps the context, makes those crunches a little bit harder, engaging that entire upper body. Could you guys keep going? One and out. So you're also rolling those lower abs up to meet the elbows as well. Keep going for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. 4 more, you're done. Then 4 and 3. You got it. Last 2 and 1. Good, you guys. Release it open. We're going to find our way back into the tabletop on the other side. So from here, rolling it over, again, finding that tabletop position. From here, finding those 90 degrees. What I want you to do now is think about extending. That right leg will be extended, making sure those hips are staying nice and square, and that left arm will be extended. That leg is up. We're going to crunch it in. You have crunch in, extend, and in. Extend. Good. So this side probably, again, will be a little bit harder because that core has already been really nice and worked with those pretzel crunches. In and out and in and out. Keep going. Breathe. I like to inhale as I reach out. Exhale as I crunch it in and out and in. 4 more. You have 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold for 8. Check your balance. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. 4 more and 3 and 2 and 1. Dropping that hand, you have tap and lift and tap and lift. Again here, guys, making sure that that right hip bone is still facing towards the floor. As you lift, try not to let those hips open up. Keep them really nice and square, knees facing the floor. For 4 and 3, navel to spine. 2 more. Let's pulse it up for 16, you guys. You have 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Squeeze those glutes for the last 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it for a quick second. We're going back one last round here. Check your form again, making sure that you're not putting any added pressure by having misalignment in those in your tabletop position. So again, extending that right leg, left arm is up. Let's crunch it, and you have crunch and out and crunch. Extend and exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, you guys. Keep pushing. We are almost done with class, you guys. We're almost to the end. Push through to the very last rep. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Find your balance for 8, 7, 6. Keep breathing. You got it. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Release and tap and lift and tap and lift and tap and lift. Good, you guys. 4 more here. You have 4, 3. Make sure you're lengthening behind that straightened knee. Last one. Pulls it up for 16. Then we're done. 16 and 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. The last 8. Push through, you guys. 8. You have 7, 6, 5. Last 4. You got it. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Release, you guys. Awesome job. Last pretzel series on this side, and we are done. So make your way onto your back. Now again, you're crossing that right knee on top of the left, switching it out. The left elbow will be closest to you with that right one on top. Just so you know, there will be one side that's a little bit tighter, and that's totally, again, very normal. This is my tight side, so it feels a little awkward. You're not alone, I promise. Crossing those knees, keeping everything really nice and tight, trying to keep those elbows as high as you can. Attach that forehead so it keeps everything engaged. Here we go. Roll it up and out and crunch and out. So again, you're not just lifting the upper body, and you're not just lifting the lower body. Everything is crunching in towards each other, keeping that forehead engaged and attached to those arms. Roll it up and crunch and crunch and keep breathing. We're almost done, you guys. We have 8 more, then we're done. We have 8 and 7. Keep breathing. 6. Last 5. This is it, you guys. You have 4. You have 3. You have 2. And you have 1. And relax Killer job, you guys. Amazing. Just relax for a second. Just spread everything open. I want you to pretend like somebody is pulling from your toes and pulling from your fingertips as well. So you're really trying to feel as long as possible. I want you to take one big inhale here. Exhale it out. One more inhale. Exhale it out. Just try and release any and every ounce of tension you may have. Go ahead and bring those knees into your chest and give them a nice little hug. Pull them tight if you want. You can curl up a little bit if you would like as well. You can roll side to side. You can roll back and front. Again, whatever just feels good for you. This is kind of our little cool down stretch moment. So we're just trying to, again, release any tension that we may still have and just show our muscles a little bit of love after we just worked them like crazy, yeah? So again, I want you to drop the knees all the way over to your left side. I want you to extend your right arm out and look over your shoulder. Nice little spinal twist here. Again, only go as far as your body allows you right now. What also helps to really release into the stretch is big inhales. And as you exhale, just sink a little bit deeper into that stretch. Again, here, you're never wanting to hold your breath. You're wanting to try to release everything in your muscles, yeah? And then inhale, bring those knees back to the center. Exhale, drop them all the way over to the other side. Extend that left arm and look over that left shoulder. Again, you can give a little tug on if you would like. That gives you a little bit more of a resistance into your spinal twist. But most importantly, I want you to sink deeper into your stretches here. Big inhales and just let it all go. Good, bring it back to the center. One nice little tuck in. I want you to roll it up a couple of times to find your way to a nice tabletop position that we found earlier. We're gonna do some cat-cows here. About 90 degrees. Big inhale. Release that lower back. Bring your chest and your heart towards the ceiling, cow, excuse me. Inhale, curl that back, round it all the way up to your cat. Inhale, release. Just release those sits bones up. Open up your chest and your heart up. And exhale, curl it all the way. Should feel really, really good. Round those shoulders, round that pelvis. One more inhale. Exhale it out. Good. Bring those hips over to those heels, child's pose. Again, now your sits bones are really reaching back. Those fingertips are really reaching forward. So you should feel a really nice stretch in your lower back. You can open up those knees as wide as you would like, again, depending on what feels good for you. Each body is different, so make sure you're working in the comforts of what your body is capable of doing. Good, back to tabletop. I want you to tuck those toes up underneath and push yourself into a nice downward dog position here. Big inhale. Exhale it out. Big inhale. Exhale it out. I want you to walk those fingertips and those hands towards your feet. Keep a soft bend in those knees. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Shake out your shoulders. Again, just release anything and everything you got left in there. Big inhale. Exhale as you bend those knees and roll up through that spine nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. Good, all the way up to the top. Big inhale, arms up. Exhale it out. One more big inhale, arms up. Exhale it out. One big shoulder roll back. And we are done. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you in another class.